Hello, how you doing?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm okay. What is your name?
My name is Tricia Rowan.
Okay, and what borough do you live in?
I live in Queens.
And what foster care agency are you with?
SCO of Queens.
Okay, so how long have you been a foster parent?
Just about 9 months.
Okay, and are you a kinship foster parent?
Yes, I'm a kinship foster parent.
Okay, so why did you come to FPA Foundation today? What issues are you having with SCO?
I have been falsely accused of abuse and maltreatment of my 2 nephews and my niece, who I took into my home November of 2013. I feel that the caseworker has been bullying me. She's not advocating for the children in their best interest. They ripped them out of my home a week ago. I didn't know where to turn, and I Googled and found you guys, and I felt like I hit the lottery, finding someone that was going to back up the voice I wanted to be for the children. And after reading what was on your website, realized that you felt exactly the same way that I did. The passion for the kids, the rights of the foster parents, and that's when I called.
Okay, what do you think is needed at this particular time? What type of reform do you think needs to be done with the foster care system in regards to foster parents?
I feel as though the foster parents, as a foster parent, there's nobody to back us up as doing the right thing and working. And people that are foster parents do it because obviously it's something they want to do, not that they have to do. And there's nothing backing someone like me or any other foster parent up. There's no I found this advocacy, but through the agency, there's no advocates, there's no one to back me up. Everything's you got to worry about, dotting your I's, crossing your T's. It's almost like they're against you. No one's there to help me if I call, or accusations, or you don't want to make waves. I've had issues with the caseworker, and I was afraid to go to her supervisor because they might be friends. It's a small agency. I know how things work. I was scared to make waves. I just wanted the best interest of the children. So for me to just sit back and yes them and do what I had to do for the kids, and now it turned around to bite me, because now I'm in a situation being accused of something when if I had made allegations prior, or if I had reported things prior, maybe things would have been different. But I can't go backwards. I can only move forward, and that's why I'm here, hoping for you to help me.
Okay, what message would you like to share with the Mayor Bill de Blasio and the Public Advocate's Office, as well as the ACS Commissioner Gladys Carry-On, about your experience as a kinship foster parent with SCO agency?
Me being a kinship foster parent, I am doing this for my nephews and my niece. I love them. They deserve nothing but what I've been giving them, the loving, nurturing, safe environment that they've had for 9 months. They never knew anything like this. They should know that people like me, or other foster parents or kinship parents, are doing this because they love the child. It's only about the child. And there's such an injustice in the system, and this isn't about the kids and on their end. It's really about covering themselves, and everything's got to be in agency. It's not about the best interest of the child, it's about the best interest of the agency. And that's not what this is about. This is about the kids in the end. It's only about the kids that they need to fight more for the children. There's nothing. I get at a loss for words on how disgusted I am with the system and how they have failed these 3 children that have been failed from the day they were born. They finally got someone to stand up and advocate for them, and now they're taken and they were ripped away from the only love and nurturing, safe environment they've ever known. These kids didn't ask to be brought into this world, and they do not deserve anything that they've had to deal with this past 8 days since they've been taken from me, or the years that they were before I've gotten them. Since I've gotten them, I wanted to do nothing but help them. That's it. Just the best for them. I did everything. The agency didn't help me get their services. The agency didn't help me go find doctors. The agency didn't even have a doctor. I took them to the doctor. I got them there for the ENT, the specialist, because I saw that there was issues. I got fought for their special instruction. They're getting speech, occupational therapy. I asked the caseworker, the previous caseworker, if I didn't ask for these services, would you have offered them to me? Because I don't feel like those are things you do. If I just did what you told me, the kids would just fly, and that would be it. It would be going right through the system. But how many foster parents actually ask, because it's extra work, ask for someone to be seen and get special doctors or get special instruction or get services, speech services, occupational therapy, special instruction, physical therapy, things as a parent or someone, you just knowing what children need, they actually do it. You know, these people they didn't ask me anything. I did it. I did it all. Everything that those children have is because of me, and I can actually, I'm not one to pat myself on the back, but everything that they have and they've gotten that has benefited them to grow into the children they are is because of me, not the agency. And then the agency had the nerve to turn around and take that all away from them. It's such an injustice, and the only word that I can use to describe this is disgusting. And they should be held accountable. This caseworker should be fired. People should be held accountable for what they're doing, not just to these children, but when I go to this agency and I see some of the foster parents and how I don't understand how they're allowed to be foster parents, the way they talk and treat the kids in front of me, in front of the workers, and then they turn around and accuse me of abuse and rip them out of my home as if their lives were in danger, their lives were on the line. It's just such an injustice. It is so, and I keep using the same word, it's disgusting, but I just don't understand. And everybody I've spoken to, so many people that have reached out, wrote letters to give me credibility as a character, as a person I am, and the only thing I've heard for 8 days is, I don't understand. I don't understand. I know the system has flaws, but this proves how horrible our system is. And when a child with no voice at all, needs their parents, and clearly their parents weren't their voice, and that's why they're in the foster system. And they finally had someone to be their voice. They took it away from them. So who are they really in this for? Is it really for the kids? No, it's not. It's not. Because if it was really about the kids, then it would be plain as day for them to see what they did was obviously 100% wrong. And there's no way somebody was doing their job by them taking me. I'm not saying for all cases, but for my case personally, the love that those kids showed me and I showed them as if they were my own, for them to remove them so abruptly, it was like I had a death. That's how I feel. I had a death. I had 3 children that I looked at no different than my own were ripped out of my arms, away from their aunts, their cousins. We were at the park. That's how abusive I was. I'm at the park with them playing, and they get ripped out of my arms to go to a stranger's house. They're not even together. They separated them. And that's in the best interest of the children? No. No, it's in the best interest to make the caseworker maybe look good or whatever her personal issue is with me. Because it wasn't about the kids. Because as she was removing the children from my care, she looked at me and said, I know you love them and I know you take good care of them. Then why are you taking them? Why are you putting them to a stranger when they already have social issues, they have trust issues, they have insecurities, they have issues beyond? Why would you do that to these kids? Because they're the only ones that are a victim. They are victims to this injustice of the system, and I will do whatever I have to do to be a voice for these children and for the other children that no one will ever have to go through this again if it's up to me. And anything I could do to fight for them and all the kids that don't have the voice or someone like me to advocate for them. And the passion I have for kids is these are my kids, these are kinship, these are my nieces and my nephews. These aren't just kids. They're my family. They're my blood. Their mother grew up to me as my little sister, because I'm much older than her. That I could go on forever and ever and ever, and I've been going on for a week. It's just, I'm disgusted. I'm just disgusted with the system and the injustice that it serves to these children that don't have a voice, and it hurts people like me, good people that are trying to do the right thing. They're pushing away. They don't want good. I've come to the conclusion they don't want good people. They want people that are just going to yes and shake their head and go along with what they have to do, whether it's right or wrong, and just go on with the actions and what they say and what they do. They don't want someone that has a voice. And it was told to me, they're not used to. We're not used to parents like you. We're not used to parents like you because I have a voice. I'm actually advocating for the child. I'm doing what I'm there to do, not what I'm supposed to do in their eyes. And I don't know.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.